Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to KT Garage. Welcome to another episode of the Custom Vehicle Built, episode 48. We're working on a Warthog project again, and the weekend is here. I'm super excited. I'm gonna have both today and tomorrow for myself, trying to get things done. So today, I'm gonna try to finish up the fuel tank, and get the inlet to be all connected. Just basically finishing up what I started last week. Shouldn't take me long. And after that, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the wires again. I'm gonna get that whole big mess on the other side of the garage into here and start hooking things up and find out what's missing. And then tomorrow, Sunday, it's gonna be a super nice day. So I'm probably gonna take that hood out and start working on the bodywork. Hopefully I can get it painted the week after this week. I'm just gonna do the bodywork for now. So that's the plan for the weekend. Let's see how much I get done. I'll keep you guys posted throughout the day. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is mark these locations right here with a marker. Then I'm gonna drill and tap the holes. And then after that, I'm gonna mount this into it. Bolt this on, and then bolt the outside cover on. This one comes with a lock on it. Okay, so I'm getting ready to get this piece in. You can see that I hooked this all up. And that's the vapor line right here. That's gonna come in parallel with this, and then it will get hooked up. See that I bolted this down already with stainless steel 1/4 inch 20 bolts. This got all hooked up again, so I'm just about to get it pushed in. Show you what's look like inside. So there you go. So that's where the rubber hose is gonna get hooked up to, and then I'll just put a band clamp on it and call it good. So it's getting there. Well, here it is, guys. It's finally done. Check this out. Super cool. So there's the cap in there, and you just take it off like that. And that's where the fuel is going to come in. Now, this cap is pretty cool. So when you insert it, it's kind of loose, but then as you tighten it, it pulls the seal back and expanding it. So yeah, you put a little bit of torque on it, completely sealed. So then you can just shut the door and lock it. So that's what it's gonna look like. I was gonna color match with the body color, but I think that looks kind of cool. So I'm just gonna leave it the way it is, just like that. Okay, so I want to show you guys what's in here. So you see that the flexible rubber tubing goes right into the tank. I put a couple of band clamps and tighten it, make sure everything is tightened up. So that part is done. You can see that the hose goes uphill a little bit, so it's perfect. We're good. Now you see this line here. That's the vapor line that I was showing you guys before, and it got hooked up to this line right here. I got it secured there, so we are all set. What I want to do next is just trying to get the winch installed, since it's laying around and getting away. So I'll get this in. I ordered a synthetic rope and it came in, so that's great. So when I ordered the winch, it came in with the metal rope, and I didn't like that. It weighs way too much, and it does get rusted over time. So these are really cool. So I'm gonna, these like weighs nothing, but it has equal amount of strength as the steel one. So I'm gonna get this in here, and then we'll get it on the truck. All right, so I rigged up some real quick just to get these wires in. I didn't feel like winding it by hand. So I just hooked this up temporary before I get in the truck. And these are like super easy to assemble. It goes by color code. And then you got your positive wire, connect that to the battery. And then on this side, like under here, there's a negative cable. And I connected this side of the battery. I just like run it directly on top of one, a 12-volt battery. So now I'm just go ahead and use the controller just to pull the wires in, get it all situated. Well, after I got this all winded and ready to go, I took the whole top controller off so I can get it in the vehicle. What I really like about this design is that you see this arm back here, and it's spring loaded. So it's like, it really keeps all this cable organized and nice and tight. So really cool. I'm gonna go ahead and get this into the truck. Okay, I got the winch on, and it looking really good. I tried it before everything fit. So now what the problem is though, is this is not gonna fit on here because this is so tight, and I have a heat exchanger sitting right here. So I got plenty of room over here. So I'm gonna mount this control box over here. I have to do a bracket because I wanna be able to plug in this right here. So I'm gonna raise it up just so it poke out right here, so I can just plug it in and control the winch from there, which is really great. So problem is I gotta go make a bracket, which I don't want to because it's gonna take a bunch of time, but it is what it is. So I made a little mounting bracket just to mount the controller, and it's gonna be like this. This is going to go into a 2x2, and the controller is going to mount on here vertically. I'm going to go ahead and get this welded. Coat of paint on it. I'm gonna wait for this to dry, probably have to wait until tomorrow morning to get this installed. Let it dry overnight. Well guys, it's late Sunday afternoon. I'm getting super tired. I think it's around 6:30, 7 o'clock, something like that. And there's a time change tomorrow as well, so we're gonna lose an hour. I'm getting super tired, so I'm just gonna call it quit for today. Now tomorrow, I don't have tomorrow to work on the Super Hawk. I ordered the powered running board for the F-250. I'm getting pretty excited about this. I'm gonna use tomorrow to install that. I'll make a video on that if you like to check it out. If you ever wanted to put power running boards on your truck to make it looks a lot cleaner, check out the video tomorrow. Then I'm gonna go back to work on the Super Hawk next week. Be sure to catch the next episode on that. I appreciate you guys tuning in to KT Garage. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.